Warm greetings to everyone. I, Rudrakshi Chaudhary, your host of today's podcast. Today we have Professor Vikas Sharma, who needs no introduction. Professor Sharma is not only an academician but a poet and an amazing novelist. Professor Sharma is currently serving as professor in Department of English at Chaudhary Charan Singh University. He has not only enlightened the wisdom of young blood but has also gifted the treasure of literature to the world. Professor Sharma, when I studied about you and read about you, the first question that struck my mind was, what inspired you to start writing?
Rudrakshi, my family background played a vital role in shaping my interest in literature and writing. As I have mentioned in many interviews and podcasts, that I belong to an academic and literary family, and my father is a retired professor and writer as well. So I was always surrounded by literature and literatures of Hindi and Sanskrit, not of English. And fortunately, most of my family members are professors. Therefore, I grew up in academic environment and literary atmosphere. Second thing is that I was constantly exposed to books, discussions and debates on literary, social, ethical, moral, and sometimes religious issues. This literary atmosphere deeply influenced my literary writing, and if I say that it gave a spark to my passion for writing and reading, it would not be an exaggeration on this point.
Well said, sir. When did you start writing? Did you begin with poetry or a novel?
No, I did not start from novel writing. My writing journey began with poetry. It was the time when I was 17 and I was a student of BA first year. I edited a book of poetry titled Khilti Kaliyan, and in which my first poem was published. It was only in 2019 when I started to write a novel, and the novel was Hindi, Raah Ke Patthar. I started to write this novel in 2019 and completed it in 2021. And fortunate thing is that my poetic collection was in Hindi and my novel was in Hindi. Then I turned towards English novel writing.
Amazing answer, sir. But I'm curious to know, how do you think and plan writing a novel?
There are some factors which motivate me to write novels. So far as my motivation is concerned, first thing is that an idea strikes my mind or it inspires me for logical development of thought. Second, some incident impresses me and some incident haunt me to write something. Third, a person or group of people make me write the novel. For the development of the incident or you can say event, I create a few characters from real life. For example, in my novel Sana, the character of Sana and Chandan, they are drawn from real life. And another important thing is that I believe in Plato's theory. The idea comes first. And I have read Fielding's theory of probability and improbability. It also teaches me how to write a novel. And last thing is that I observe each and everything in every human being. I observe each and every incident very minutely, very sincerely, and that is the strength of my writing novel.
Let's move forward, sir. I have read many novels of yours. One of my favorite, your novel Sana, is rumored to be based on real people. What do you want to say about that?
Yes, Sana is the most realistic of all my novels. The characters of this novel are inspired by real people whom I have observed for a long time. I spent 2 valuable years, you can say very precious years of my life closely studying these 2 characters, especially Sana and Chandan. How they behave, how they react, how they expose themselves, how they treat others. And so far as the entire theme of the novel is concerned, the entire theme has not been taken from these characters. Some characters and some parts are fictionalized to fit the story. But most of the story I have written is drawn from real people. Actually, what I have put in this novel, Sana, is only a small portion of what I have actually seen and observed. Truly, the characters of Sana and Chandan were carefully studied by me, and you can say they were studied in my human lab. I use the word human lab, metaphorical expression. And to shape them, I have endured defamation, I have endured pain, I have endured mental struggle, but I love this novel.
My next question to you, Mr. Professor. Your novel 498A, Fears and Dreams, talk about the misuse of law created for the safety of women. Is this novel too based on real people and events?
Yes, it is. मैं जिसे ओढ़ता बिछाता हूँ वही गज़ल आपको सुनाता हूँ. 498A novel Fears and Dreams is no different, and my stories, as I just told you, are from real people, real life. I have seen these events in my life. There were two cases that I personally witnessed, and these two cases became the foundation of this novel. The first case was one of my professor friend's son, who was a lecturer of English at Ramnagar in Uttarakhand, and he was wrongly accused under former section 498A Fears and Dreams, 498A. And he and his family, they faced a lot of crises and difficulties due to the misuse of this section 498A. Second, one of my students was killed by her in-laws due to dowry. But I have dedicated this novel to the women who died due to dowry. It means I have shown both aspects of life. Sometimes the girls are killed by their in-laws due to dowry, and sometimes they misuse that right. And through this novel, I had advised the women that they must not misuse this right given by court, given by law.